Hello，大家好，欢迎来到 acclaimed 的游戏频道。今天就来买继续玩《回声的摇篮》地平线西域禁地第32话。这一话我们继续。有点累，不知道干嘛。冷静一下。返回基地。有点卡一下。返回基地看。如果地图能够翻身的话，哎，可以翻身了。应该可以。能够快速移动到基地。那个蛮累的。
Nice. Well, they definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed. I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
有时候这个 bug 很好笑。不懂。那从哪里拿出来的写 audio？
Like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Aaron, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay. Oh, and I delivered your message to Talana. She headed for that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
Looks like the old ones used their focuses to send...
Wow, this place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, And Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus with the focuses you gave us. You know, learn and if you need us.
Got it. How's,
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already.
Of course.
I wanted to pay my respects told him I'd never seen anyone throw them. He said a warrior should. For a second I thought I was talking. Never thought a Tanakh than a Nora war chief could.
Look, their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened, but still. The trial.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields.
That didn't stop you from resurrect, won't stop us from using.
Let's hope that... Think you can hold the fort?
If Aaron, we'll be fine. You know,
You guys reading something?
we just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt. The world must have seemed...
Not to mention terrifying.
And they became an entire...
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab...
Whatever it was,
Must be quite a...
I guess she'll tell us. How's everyone
And we all have our difficult moments. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubborn...
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in.
I should head out.
We will.
Varl looks happy about his training.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong?
I thought about it. The chorus already. If they knew, even if they understood this, no.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together. She helped me decipher some of the. It's not easy.
That's good to hear. I see you've set...
Gaia did say this so we could regain control of our. Nurture them like the land. It does strike me as odd that a.
Sounds like you met...
Yes. The Karja, but Varl tells me that
Yeah. You've spoken with...
A few words. Tanakh, you must have made quite...
So you've been talking...
Yes, including their demise, and the... I was past, but...
You've been getting to know Erend?
Of course. In this case, of...
Did Gaia tell you anything?
She did. To think that there are places... It is... and heartbreaking.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru...
By holding them off. But Plainsong's dishes provided in the end, even the Utaru promised to provide in exchange, the Tanakh would relinquish one. This custom was abandoned a few years after the Durin.
I believe I've met the... I was hoping you could...
For generations, they... Food for all. A blessed land. They had always enriched the soil. At least now I know. The repair bay. That is why I must find a...
I've been meaning to ask. You didn't seem...
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who... When the Karja invaded the Utaru, they burned our fields.
To be sacrificed.
I was helping the healers back then. The chorus was divided, and others believed the dishes. And while they bickered...
You called yourself a grave singer.
To all living things, and I try to bring comfort.
It couldn't have been easy.
I come from a small village. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer, but the injured kept pouring. One day, I rushed there with the healers. The smell of burning.
I'm sorry, Zeb.
I made it a point. I was denied.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. News of my... Before I knew it, we knew we couldn't take on the Karja. We ambushed smaller raiding parties.
Sounds like you were forced...
Enough that the Tanakh took notice. When we chased the enemy...
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tanakh defeated the Karja?
Tanakh marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under... Before we knew it, What happened next? When all the dust and our enemies defeated, I went back to Plainsong.
Is that when you...
I thought... Then you came up. I could either sing at people...
I'm glad you chose... Right.
I shall return. Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Hey,
Hey.
a nice place.
Well, it's...
Right. It is a lot to take in, but I don't...
Right. I see Varl gave you a folk.
It doesn't look as fashionable. Granted, a lot of them are bad. I'm still trying to wrap my... I never really understood how you... It makes me feel like...
It takes some... How are you settling it?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the... I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utar...
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you...
I sent some of them back. I doubt Avad'll mind me...
So,
He's, I thought his people were supposed to be blood.
you shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah.
So, Talana came by the base?
Yeah, more like rushed through. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun.
I guess you know...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come... Yeah, but I've gotten used to... I just wish they weren't always trying to kill...
Yeah. I have to go.
I guess it's back...
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
The more I learn about the old ones, the less different they seem from the people of today. Aloy,
It's good to see you.
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this, but all I really need to know is where to...
Welcome to the team, then. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me, so I thought I'd try to understand the weapon. This Hephaestus.
Yes.
How many?
As many as we...
Such power.
You said the Bulwark was your home.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known to Kote. I fought by his side and led my squad on a dangerous... It was I, who from the east side.
That must have gotten you...
Indeed.
Then why'd you leave?
I became...
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut, but back then I would have obeyed his every... I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising... I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. Never occurred to him.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to... I'd never be allowed to challenge. After our victory at Barren Light, said it would be selfish to run, even though he knew perfectly well. It was exile. Guised. So I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had to...
I am not. Though it...
When we were at the Bulwark, Hikaru also mentioned it at the... What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on great metal machine, and for us to imitate this feat, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena. Many times I am the feeling of freedom.
What did Chief Hikaru say?
You spilt rebel blood at the grove. There was...
Well...
Indeed.
Now that you know who's...
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. Vulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you.
You've had some time with the... Any thought?
I admit, I was surprised to see farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe.
Interesting.
I should go. Feel free to check in on...
I will. May the 10 walk with you.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone, or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Aletheia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
OK， 你还可以讲话，这是什么来的？
Gaia? What is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. I think I can reconnect some of them already. And it seems like there are more out there.
连接看看。
There. Let's see what we
Error.
got.
Drone feed disconnected. Error. Data missing.
Excellent choice. Aloy,
That was.
I am pleased you is there something you wish to...
What can you tell me?
Demeter sows for...
So.
While permanent be able to... However, Demeter's response alone and...
Okay. The missing.
Artemis, Eleuthia nurture
就讲过了。
Pharaoh.
Understand. He appeared
All four were. Do you still need.
restoring perhaps Artemis and...
讲过了，看这边了。
How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his... Though he has not, I may be able to...
Really? How are things?
Zoe has been studying them all without the abilities of... However, Zoe...
Well, keep it. Varl and Zoe seemed.
Indeed. Zoe discovered references. She appreciated the similarity and encouraged...
And how did that.
I believe they have agreed...
How's Air.
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to...
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his... Amongst a number of Oseram curses. I believe he is given repeated...
Well, good thing we. How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
1个月。
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts. So this, it was meant to over...
For the low, had humans they would have then been as that...
Until Minerva... So I guess...
Yes, weather and... It may be possible should you find...
I'll keep a look at... So the Hades Proving Lab, it used to be a fair...
Yes. It appears to have been one of many...
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machine. So, a while back, I discovered another AI there. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project. I'm guessing...
No. An effort by its creator.
Any chance it...
I have already attempted, given its previous experience with accepting an outside network
Right. Well, that's too bad. There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark.
During the Pharaoh Plague, it is possible the vehicle...
So they fought against the Pharaoh machine. Gaia?
Her presence is... We exchanged... It was the first of many...
Your friend.
Yes. Though I am glad she made it home.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. So, the greatest minds in the... What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotate. Within a month of the Elizabeth encouraged me to... She said it was important.
What were they like?
Scared. Hope I owe...
I should be...
Goodbye.
对话还有7分钟，我们 push 多一点呢。
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
在哪里？这里啊。
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see. Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
哪一个door？
Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in. Door won't open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man.
这是我们这
I
一
was
个
really looking forward to going home. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. When I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now.
也是哦。慢慢讲话先。
Stretch my legs after being cooped up in here. There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
What is that?
What the hell?
哦。The step.
Well, that takes the keg.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith.
我要拿那个箱子里面东西。
Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
What?
It looked like she could make it come and go at will.
What do you have for me?
But
I
it's
checked
gone now.
everywhere, still no sign of the asset.
Ah.
Can we
Well, go
call
do
off
your
this
thing.
pointless search already?
I'll wait here.
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is. Still crunch on my boots.
Mess.
Fearsome with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Silas.
Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
I think it's Silas.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up, all so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Osram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing.
Okay.
Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Aletheia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
Okay. 有什么东西讲？哦。
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Aletheia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
这边没有东西，为什么会有这个？可能是怕我们掉下去的时候可以上来。
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Aletheia is gone?
If it was ever here, then probably.
So,
Then
exploring
why were
another
the
far
Zeniths still
Zenith
searching
ruin.
for the asset? At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
OK，这边有什么？
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here. Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
不是，我要去个地
Maybe
方
the。asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it.
哎，
Let's look around.
我等下先，我要去一个地方。这里有没有东西呀？没。不能进去这里。有其他东西。一样的可以从这里去。
So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
这边这么大，这样过后会来打作战去。看一下，楼下有东西吗？这边这有东西
Control。console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
楼下先拿完所有东西。不能去这里一下。应该没有东西了。有啊，下面还有。
136 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to...
另外一个我
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Spit. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsiness. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Okay.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? That thing's quick. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy! Ah,
Aaron!
yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight, I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's just
Ah! Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
Now's a good time to hit it with Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe
对
we
话
can
时
use
间
the Zeniths. I should
刚刚好
clone too.
半个小时，
Varl,
讲完这些先了。
where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup.
Errand?
Huh? I mean, why wouldn't I?
Because there's two of you.
There's two of you now. At least you seem to.
I wouldn't say that. What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in storm. Went up the tall. It ended like a lot of.
What are you working on?
I'm still fit. Those two lovebirds over there. But to be honest, but I'll get up to.
Did you?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. I thought it'd be better. No use crowding some.
I have to.
Don't go caught.
Aloy, you're...
Yeah.
You mean after me, but isn't you? Guess this must be even...
Little.
Varl said she...
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings. I wanted to understand what... Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped, in a way,
That's why we have to... Learn anything interesting?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds, I used to be terrified of them, but everything Gaia creates had...
Yeah. And you said you met...
Varl mentioned she was hurt.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't... She looks like she's...
I need to get going.
May the land... Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Where'd Katalo go? Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives.
Meant something to them.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regal's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must add.
It's hard to...
Good.
Maybe. I heard my friend Talana came by the bay.
Briefly. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful.
Whoever it is.
You said you were trained...
That's right. I've been watching hologram. They are faster. How many do the Zeniths have? I would not wish...
I'm with you there. Have you had a chance?
Briefly. Are all Norais?
I'm not exactly one of... They managed to push the...
I thought my tribe was the only...
Getting Ether out of the grove...
One that showed the entire tribe, for it is now blessed.
I need to go. Door won't open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet.
Aloy! Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand. Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant. Is there anything that can help? Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work. Yeah. Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information. About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people. They were some of the most affluent, and Gerard commands them. The others, Eric, Tilda. Eric. He's the one I fought back in the... He enjoys hurt. Yeah. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life, but why? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated... Then they can redesign it. Mass extinct... Well, without their... The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print, and you... They told me I was born when we reached Earth. That's when I started to realize that they must have made me. So you know, it was speculation, but Gaia would have only undertaken such a death that was more dangerous. I should have realized that she would also order... Yeah, well... You mentioned the Zenith setup. Where is it? Off the coast. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was... But I did overhear the Zenith repel the... I'm certain they have other security measures. What's inside? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their plus infrastructure. Are there more Zeniths than the... I'm not sure. For all I know, there could be more of them. How did you... Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get up, even if I were to run. Then I saw you. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location... You said the Zenith's colony in the Syria. All I was ever told was... I've speculated that it was or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal. The Zeniths never told you. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth. I guess they survived. You said you were born. The Zeniths had an ectogen. They must have used a stored... I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take... That wasn't part of the arc. All right. So how long? You know, your plan. How did... Optimal strategy. Well, I still have to get... What? Guy is still figuring out how to go to a single location. You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. Coming here was a mistake. They're going to find me. They're not going to find us. Guy is using... What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're going to die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of geoengineering of... Okay. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad. I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
I just think she talks a lot.
You would too, if you knew.
Hey.
Nothing some rest can't. Are you okay? This...
Just...
Fair enough.
It's good to see you and Zoe.
We're learning a... I've actually been looking to thank her for helping. Something from the old... Instead, I found out, if you ask me, stuffing a dead animal... Anything, really.
Maybe Gaia can help. How's...
I tried explaining what a clone is to... Then Zoe said something about 2 trees...
I see everyone's settled.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of... Says a home should... I asked Aaron to help find some.
Still, it's not a bad idea. I should get back.
I'll keep an eye...
Okay.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Silent's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. Hey, Gaia.
Welcome back.
So, I guess Beta, she's...
What were you
I don't know. And...
It is true, she... However, it is also emboldened her...
I guess so.
Give her time.
I'll be on my...
I wish you...
任务是什么？哇！哎，支线呢？我也可以做那个支线。我没有找到那个东西。安静凑1300亿1750，现在看不到，这样我们就这边暂停一下，然后再继续了。如果大家还是喜欢我视频的话，请追踪我们下期见，谢谢大家。